The host of Facing South Florida's Jim DeFede joins us now. So, Jim, in reference to this officer wearing a mask, why is it such a big deal?
Well, you know, like I said, this was an incident where at least the officer wasn't working. The problem was he's in uniform. And so going back to the FOP statement that every officer has a First Amendment right, that is absolutely true. But your rights can be limited when you are wearing a police uniform. You are therefore sort of suggesting that this is a police department official position by wearing the mask. Now, at the end of the day, is it going to make a huge difference? No, not at all. But it's good to get these things out early, set that standard, and set the record straight on it, because you do not want to have voter intimidation, and it flies in the face of what the chief is trying to say just the day before.
Yeah, not something you would expect to see if you're going to cast the ballot. Jim, 2 weeks away, where are we? The national polls favor former Vice President Biden, but they are getting very close, especially in the key battleground states that are going to decide this election.
Yeah, no. This is one of those things where it's sort of what you would have expected. We have to get out of the habit of looking at the national polls. The national polls mean nothing. It is the individual state polls, and in states like Florida, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Iowa, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, those polls are incredibly tight. Now, there is clearly a path here for Donald Trump to win. It is a narrower path than Biden has. I think the Biden campaign feels good about where they are, but we have to remember this is a series of state contests in the electoral vote, and I just want to start planting this idea in people's heads. 4 years ago, Donald Trump lost the popular vote by about 3 million votes and still won the Electoral College. I can see a scenario in which he once again gets reelected, wins the electoral vote, and loses the popular vote by as much as 7, 8, 9 million votes, because so many of these swing states are so close now that you could barely eke out a win, as Donald Trump has done in some states in the past, and yet still have the overall vote number across the entire country go against him. This is probably not going to be decided on Election Day. We're probably going to have to wait a few days, and everyone should just keep a cool head as all of these votes are counted.
Well, Jim, you had referenced those national polls. Obviously, the polls missed the mark, to say the least, back in 2016. So is there any reason to believe that this is different from 2016?
Look, this is what the Trump campaign wants to stress, is that we saw this sort of sense of deja vu. Everyone was writing Donald Trump off in 2016, and he found a path to victory. Again, there is a path for Donald Trump to win 270 or more electoral votes. That is very clear. I think it's going to come down to states like Pennsylvania and Arizona, and to a lesser extent, Florida. But those sort of things that are the key things that are different from the Biden campaign perspective is that Joe Biden is not Hillary Clinton. One of the big differences is that voters feel positively towards Joe Biden. They did not like Hillary Clinton. So Hillary Clinton's favorable, unfavorable was upside down. She was 10 points down. He's in positive territory. He's also the incumbent. So those are things that are challenging for him. Again, the Biden folks like where they are, but don't count out Donald Trump just yet. It would be a mistake to do so.
Can't count anything out after 2016. Jim, thank you very much. And you still have 4 days to request a mail-in ballot. The deadline is Saturday, October 24th. And for voter resources and continuing coverage of everything leading up to Election Day, head to cbsmiami.com/campaign2020.